This will be the third round of the league. Not the greatest hand, but I think I will keep it. I don't believe it's one I can send back. Looks like the opponent went to 6 and then 5. Definitely gives me some breathing room with my hand, assuming that they are playing some explosive deck that can just destroy me anyway. Such as like Elf Survival or Stifle Nut or something. Duress? Oh, it would feel great to have the opponent miss a Duress. It's a wonderful sensation. Ooh, Bone Shredder. Hopefully I'll draw Survival, because that's the only way Bone Shredder gets used. Ooh, looks like a multicolor black aggro deck. Maybe I'll have something to hit. Ooh, there's the Mr. Ress. Awesome. Makes sense that they would leave with Sarcomancy. A lot of the super important stuff costs 2 mana, so get a little more damage in that way. Oh man, Rancor. That's troublesome. Need a Wall of Roots for that. Anyway, run out the Wall of Blossoms and end. Birds of Paradise is welcome. I'll just eat the damage here. Alright, Wall of Blossoms then, and Bird to follow with Duress. Yeah, I'd rather play Bird. Gonna block now. What I don't want is to end up in a position where shadow creatures pile on me and beat me up. So I can either Duress in Baloth, or I can play Genesis. I think Duress plus Baloth is what makes sense. Oh, double ritual. Doesn't matter. Okay. So Baloth comes down. End the turn. Not in a terrible spot now. I think I take the damage here. Attack with Baloth. Follow with Genesis. Now I'm in a pretty good place. If they attack, I will trade Genesis for their zombie, and then get back Wall of Blossoms. It's a miss with Duress. Their last card is Dark Ritual, so I'll just F6 because I know they aren't killing the Baloth. Gladly trade here. Now Rancor is exposed to discard for what that's worth. There we are. Right on time. After the Duress. Let's hope they don't rip another one. Oh, there's a zombie damage. Actually, I need to turn off auto yields. They do have an unknown, so they could kill my Baloth. Alright, that's it. Cool. One game down. Black Aggro can be problematic sometimes. There are starts they can have that are just absolutely brutal. Butcher helps here. Shredder comes out. The worms are really good. Wonder if they've got Dystopia. I don't think I need Sadistic Hypnotist. Graveborn Muse seems bad. They're super aggressive. On the draw, at least I can probably drop a Duress. Probably drop a Duress and a Therapy. They dump their hand pretty quick. But then on the other hand, I do want protection for survival, so I can, like, clear out Disenchant or whatever. Okay, so what do I want to do? Spectre is a great answer to the opponent's Spectres, so I'm actually happy to have that. And then maybe just Naturalize. They're probably going to have some graveyard hate. They might have something like Dystopia. And it's only one. I mean, I can even shrink down a creature by surprise by offing a Rancor, or like hitting a Rancor and then taking with discard immediately, something like that. So I've got half and half with my discard. Withered Witch, I guess I'll keep just because it's a blocker. And I didn't see like a bunch of shadow creatures that would be on the same. I mean, maybe I would want to name Zombie, but I don't think it's that kind of black aggro deck. I don't think they'd splash and then also go super hard on zombies. It's like one or the other, I would expect. Alright, this I can try. Yeah, Dystopia would be fine, because even though they have Rancor, they can just sacrifice and play it again. It's really not much of a burden, and the card is super powerful, so... Ooh, that's double mulligan. The opponent mulliganed once also. Let's see what my 5 looks like. I'm not keeping this. It could be great if I got... I mean, I guess if that were a forest, I'd probably take my chances, but I just can't. On the draw, I can be pickier. Okay, so this I keep. I'm not going deeper than that. I don't want Naturalize, and I probably get rid of Squee also. Yeah. Alright, well, let's hope I get lucky. Some pretty awful hands. They better not start with Dark Ritual. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a relief. No turn 1 play. I mean, they did mulligan on the play, so their standards for keeping their hand are probably pretty low, just like my standards for keeping this hand. Not thrilled about a second swamp here. Dothy Horror. Okay, yeah, maybe I should bring in Engineered Plague. If I get run over, maybe I will at least gain some good info. Carnophage. That puts them on 8 zombies. If they've got Horror, they almost certainly have Slayer also. So it's Dothy Horror. Like literally with its name and its type. That's not what I wanted. At least I can play something. But yeah, this is not going well. About to eat 6 damage. Yeah, I don't know. See what they do to me this turn. Huh. They're gonna put me at 4, and then I literally have nothing that can get me out of this. The only thing that could kill that is Massacre on a mana 4 or Faceless Butcher, which I will either draw the 4th land or I will draw the Butcher, and I simply cannot draw both. So yep, it's over. On to the third game. Alright, so I learned some useful information. It's gonna be an Engineer Plague match. Take out Naturalize. Take out probably Hypnotic Spectre. They seem to be more hardcore aggro and less sort of disruption based. Knock off a Therapy. What about this other stuff? I guess I want all of it. I mean, Vigilante is iffy, but I need to have an answer just in case they have that Dystopia. Recursion I want. Octavia is a fast answer to something like Crypt, and also it's a 2/2 for 3 mana, which is not bad. Withered Wretch is pretty bad. I could cut Withered Wretch maybe. I mean, it is a 2/2 and can trade with stuff, but actually, no, it can get back. It can it can stop the opponent's Rancors from coming back. So I think I want 4 Duress. I'm on the play. It's less likely to miss. I need to protect my survivals. I need to protect my plagues. I need to... And I guess one of the big factors is that I just don't want to sacrifice my blockers to Flashback Therapy. Sort of like against Burn. So with all that considered, I believe I'm going to submit. Okay, not a terrible hand. I'm going to keep, and I'm going to lead with Bird, exposing myself to duress, but getting myself accelerated. Actually, I don't know, do I want to lead with duress? No, I want to lead with Bird. I mean, it actually feels pretty close, but I don't know. If they don't have turn 1 duress, then I can dump Nightmare turn 2. I don't know, maybe I should have led with duress in case they have Dark Ritual. That could very well prove to be a fatal mistake. Oh, Sarcomancy, nice. Okay, so I'm really not paying a price here, which is nice. Oh, okay. That's cool. Now I don't have to play Recurring Nightmare. I can just duress instead. Ooh, double Therapy. Wow. Carnophage and 2 Baloth. Interesting. Very interesting. Yep, Bird and done. I wonder what they're going to name on their Therapy. Really hope they don't hit both my cards. Or at least, if they hit them both, it costs them. Those Balas, I don't know about them. I mean, I don't have Bone Shredder anymore. Plus, if that were the only green creature on their side, they could just sacrifice it in response to me casting the Bone Shredder, and then I have to target my own creature, because it's not a May ability. Let's see how good they are at Cabal Therapy. Ravenous Baloth, that's a miss. Okay, so if they want both these cards, it is going to cost them 100% of their zombies. So I'll have 0 creatures on the board, they'll be taking Sarcomancy damage, and I'll have 5 mana, just drawing cards off the top of my deck. Alright, they definitely want to take 1, which makes sense, though I mean, I guess the fact that they sack the token signals that they're going to do both, because if they were going to do 1, Carnophage would obviously be the one to sacrifice. So, yeah, goodbye both my awesome cards. And I mean, really, they kind of have to take both. They can't just leave me with one of them or I'll just destroy them. So, okay. Well, that was an effective turn. Ooh, nice. Drop survival, puts me in a great position. Just drawing a card each turn. If it's a creature, then I can rev up the engine, get going. It's a blank for the opponent. I'll play Forest. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, bird goes. Squee. Discard Squee. Go get Genesis. Discard Genesis. Now what do I want? It's funny because I can't play Tempting Worm. They have 2 Ravenous Baloth. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe I would get a Tempting Worm and discard it just to. No, because I want to increase the chances that I draw creatures so I can do multiple survival actions. And I mean, even if they kill survival next turn, I have Deranged Hermit in Genesis. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean. Probably, yeah, probably just Wall of Blossoms. Seems solid. Wall comes down. Yeah, it's funny, I don't even have Cabal Therapy in here anymore. Oh, there's a Tempting Worm, but I can trade that in for something more practical. Probably Deranged Hermit. Then I can play the Hermit and have 1 extra mana to get my Squee value next turn. Yeah, it's over. Okay, sweet. Well, definitely got lucky in that third game, but it's always interesting to see a new variant of black aggro. It's a pretty cool strategy.